Hey guys, welcome
Hello.
back. This is going to be our 4th episode of
Rowdy Rambles. This is a very melatonin Rowdy Rambles this week because we're both very exhausted.
Very high on crack, and it's starting to affect us now.
Yeah,
I'm
just
joking.
now. Yeah, if high on crack equals like hours of studying
and
no sleep, then yes.
We are high on crack.
Definitely. But we would like to formally apologize for missing last week's episode. Elisha and I honestly had a ton of work to do. I'm not going to lie. I know I feel bad because podcasters always say it's all about consistency.
Yeah, but
when you're a college student, when you're a college student, it's very hard to be consistent when you have like hours worth of work and
we did wait until our busiest time in our lives to start a podcast.
Absolutely. But
it's okay.
Now or never, am I right?
We're back, you guys. We'll get over it. You guys have had probably put those 3 podcasts together. That's a lot of
content.
It's a lot of content. So you
guys
had
a lot of time.
Something to.
And y'all have had a week, 7 days to get over it now?
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine. If you're not over it by now, well, you should be, because today is the day.
Exactly.
Today is the day your ears are blessed with a new episode of Rowdy Rambles. And today, Elisha, would you like to introduce what we are doing?
Okay, so I've seen a lot of other podcasters do this, and they start reading these Reddit threads called Am I the A-hole? We'll say that.
We'll say A-hole, yes.
Am I the A-hole? And you just give a scenario, somebody tells a story, and then we tell them whether they are or are not an A-hole.
In that situation, yeah. We kind of discuss our opinions, go a little deep into it, why we think the way that we do.
We don't have to think that much for this type of concept because
it's already given to us.
There.
On Reddit, we just say whether you're the a-hole or not and why. And y'all can play along too if you think these people are the a-holes or not in this situation.
Leave a comment below. And interact with our content.
Yes, absolutely.
So we know you actually enjoy listening to us talk. Because we know you do, but
absolutely.
It'd be nice if you guys interacted with our
content.
And
do not forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications.
And smash that like button.
Or Jalen will triple hex you.
Yeah, triple hex you and curse you in your sleep.
And it's not canceling out. Remember that, guys. It's just getting stronger each week. It's just getting
stronger and stronger. They are a very powerful witch. So
sorry, Jalen. I know we're not supposed to
let the secret slip, but they're really powerful. They just don't want it. Don't want everybody else to know.
Yeah, but just know.
Yeah.
Just know you need to interact with our podcast. Be careful. Yeah. Scary world. But let's go ahead and get started. Do you want me to pick a prompt first? Let me just go back and forth kind of reading.
Yes.
Okay. So one that we were kind of reading over some before we started the episode, and one that Elisha had read that kind of caught my attention was, am I the a-hole for calling my fiance selfish for refusing to let my dad walk me down the aisle? What do you think about this?
The beginning topic, because you have to click on this part and then it gives the entire story.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, we're about to read.
But but the beginning topic from, I don't know if they're the a-hole or not yet. So
we'll see. My fiance, what is that, 26?
26 male, 23 female.
Okay, so this woman that is talking is a 23-year-old female and her fiance is 26 years old. They've been together for over 2 years. She says, I don't have a big family, just my dad and my older sister. My dad has always been a single parent, devoting his life for me and my sister and working over 14 plus jobs in the past 6 years to provide for us. I love my dad and we have the best relationship anyone could hope for. However, my fiance does not get along with him.
Sounds like that doesn't need to be your fiance.
Exactly. They have different opinions on so many things. For example, my fiance one time suggested to my dad to sell the truck he has because it's been sitting there for years. My dad got offended because this was his grandfather's truck, or this is his grandfather's truck, and he has no monger. Is that what that word is? To get it fixed?
Maybe money.
Money.
They probably meant money.
Okay. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Never heard of that word before.
New vocabulary.
Dosh hound.
Dosh hound. Please. Another example, my fiance got mad at my dad at a party for talking about his struggle after my mom's death. I'm sorry? So your fiance got mad at your dad for being vulnerable about your mom's death and accused him of collecting sympathy points, but dad said that he had always talks about it casually.
Excuse me? Okay,
I'm
first
sorry.
off, his wife died.
Yes.
You can collect all the sympathy points you want for that. You lost the love of your life.
Exactly. You can talk about it as much as you want.
Okay. Why are you still engaged to this man?
That is already a red flag.
He's being disrespectful not only to your dad, but to your mother.
Yeah.
He's making it seem as though your mother's passing doesn't matter.
Yeah, like he's just dumbing it down.
He shouldn't be sad about it.
And that is so sad when you when someone dies, it's not just this thing that you blow off.
Yeah.
That is going to affect you for the rest of your life.
Someone who was there is not there anymore.
Yeah, that's a big change.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast or not, but my dad did pass away.
Yeah.
So that to me would be extremely offensive if my significant other was like, stop collecting sympathy points to my mom.
Yeah.
Who literally was married to my dad for 30 plus years, was with him for 30 plus years.
It's just sick to say something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a good person.
And obviously they had children together too, so it's like their relationship was extensive, and that's so sad. But this continues. The recent disagreement was when my dad refused to give my fiance money to contribute to the wedding, which I would understand because obviously the dad would not be approving of the fiance if...
I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't be either.
Why should the dad pay for the wedding?
No.
It's not his wedding.
Yeah, that's on y'all. My fiance complained, but I said that my dad isn't obligated to pay for the wedding. Absolutely. Yesterday, my fiance told me to look for someone else, in quotation marks, to walk me down the aisle and asked why. He said that my dad refused to help with the wedding and he should be grateful he's still invited. I got upset and argued that, for one, my dad refused to contribute because he has no money. He cannot afford to pay. And two, just like any bride, I want my dad to walk me down the aisle on my wedding day. He threw a fit saying that I was trying to ruin his mood and get him upset on our wedding day, but I called him selfish for wanting to take away the moment I had always dreamed of. Sounds cliche, but I'm like that. Over his disagreements with my dad. It's not fair given the typos. Given that, I don't know.
Sorry guys, there's a typo in this person's post. Not making fun of their typo, but
no, not absolutely. I'm just wanting to get it right.
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect what they're trying to say or anything, but I'll skip over that part. But I think what she's trying to say is that her and her father are on great terms. He yelled at me for calling him selfish, although it's our wedding and not just mine, and said that I clearly don't give a hoot. Please, if he said don't give a hoot, leave him. If he's uncomfortable, then walked out. He's fuming and is insisting on being inconsiderate and projecting on him when I called him selfish.
Okay, he's uncomfortable with the fact that your father didn't want to pay for a wedding that he should be paying for?
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it's the bride and the groom who are paying for their wedding. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't expect anyone to pay for your wedding.
Absolutely.
Because you're getting married.
Absolutely. It is your wedding.
Why is the groom asking your dad to chip in money?
Yeah.
Especially when he knows his financial situation, because this isn't the first time they've had a conversation about money.
Absolutely. And then someone commented, red flag, your fiance is trying to control you. And I totally agree with that.
Red flag, your fiance is a shitty person. I'm sorry. I really hate to.
Yeah, just put it out there. Just say it how it is.
The bearer of bad news, but your fiance is a really terrible person.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hate that she was in a situation like that, but I'm disappointed that you stayed with somebody that so openly disrespected your dad that you have an amazing relationship with.
Yeah, I can understand it's probably really hard when you're engaged to someone, but at the same time, I could, like you said, I don't think I could stay with someone who just openly disrespects someone that I'm so close with, especially one of my parents.
Especially my parent. I wouldn't find that attractive. You disrespect, and he's openly disrespecting her dad. He clearly he doesn't like her dad.
Yeah, and
there's no reason to dislike him.
Absolutely.
If you don't like my parents,
when they're good people, spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, if they're crappy parents, then I can understand. Like, your fiance not getting along with them if they're, like, crappy parents to you. But, like, you have a really good dad. And he
who's trying so hard, working multiple jobs just to support you.
Because your fiance is just sitting there judging him.
Yeah. So, girl, definitely you deserve way better.
And you are not the a-hole.
You were not the a-hole in the situation. I would understand calling him selfish for refusing you, which also that's not his choice for you to be watched by your father.
You're the bride. You're the one that's getting walked down the aisle. He does not have any say on that decision.
And that's just also, like, customary. Like, I would have loved for my dad to walk me down the aisle. I think any girl, that's their dream. So, like, to take that away from someone who's been dreaming about that for so long, it's like, no, like, you're not going to do that. So, you're definitely not the a-hole in the situation. That is so crazy. We could probably go on about how that is
that's
just
insane.
terrible.
Like, I could not.
Okay, Elisha, do you want to pick another prompt, another interesting prompt and read for us? Okay. We'll probably do a few more of these guys. And I definitely want to do another episode like this.
Ooh.
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for reporting my boss over a nickname? Let's see. Ooh, this is long.
Ooh.
I'm 31-year-old female and recently started a new job, a few months ago. It's a 5-guys office plus the boss. The boss is one of those guys who thinks has a natural charm that ladies would instantly fall for. But he looks like a thumb and has a lot of dumb confidence. For making inappropriate comments, even when talking to me about work issues. I keep him at arm's length, and I'm very professional with my workmates. Some days, oh my gosh! Some days ago, I was chasing after some workmate because I was procrastinating. They were procrastinating sending me a document. I went to him to make him send it, and he said okay. Took his phone, opened the messages app, and sent me the file. But looking at it, I noticed he saved my number as Jessica Rabbit.
Oh. No, absolutely not. Because we all know the symbolism behind Jessica Rabbit. Yeah. Like, she is that girl. She is a... Yeah.
I asked him about it, confused, and he looked at me, shocked, eyes wide open. Just said, I'm sorry. I didn't let him go, and interrogating him until he confessed that the boss always calls me Jessica Rabbit. Okay, if you hear me stuttering, it's because this person doesn't have, they're missing words.
Oh, so you're just kind of filling it in?
I'm reading it how it says it, and then I'm trying to reread it as it should be, but... Okay. To be clear, I'm naturally a redhead, got it from mom, and dye my hair red when it gets darker. But I don't look like Jessica Rabbit. I'm flat as a table. Yes, I had trust issues about it and worked very hard to like my body. I despise the thought of being compared to a hypersexualized cartoon character. I talked to my boss when he came into the office and asked about the nickname. He just said, because you both are sexy redheads. Excuse me?
See, like, I would have understood if it was just based on redheads, but
even then... just based on the hair, and, like, maybe you wear... What does Jessica Rabbit wear? She wears, like, purple, right?
I have no idea. Or, like, if you love rabbits, like, you are openly in love with rabbits, you're a rabbit gal. But just to make that comparison and also say sexy, too, and that's your boss, that's your higher-up, absolutely not. Like, I would have reported my own boss, too.
It's very weird, but, sexy redheads. I told him to stop it because I don't feel safe, and he just said, why are you so angry? It's a compliment. I said, it's not, and stormed out. I went to HR to do a formal complaint. The HR lady said that she'll process the complaint, but that it was worthless because boss is just like that. I told her I don't like my boss's attitude and need a warrant to stop. Since then, my boss stopped talking to me, and my workmates say that I'm way too dramatic and don't know how to take a compliment. They also complained that they don't feel safe around me because they don't know if I will twist their words somehow.
Oh my goodness.
Am I the a-hole here?
Absolutely not.
No, you are not the a-hole. They are calling you Jessica Rabbit, and there is a sexual...
Like innuendo
There's
behind
a sexual innuendo behind Jessica Rabbit. Everybody knows that. She's almost everybody's gay awakening. Like, she is the Like, she's like a cartoon Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Like, she was, you know.
She's over-sexualized.
She's very over-sexualized, and it's okay to not want to be called that. Because it's inappropriate, especially because he's calling you that in an inappropriate way. Like, he's saying you're a sexy redhead.
And that, like, I mean, you are in the workplace, even out of the workplace. That is your boss. That is your higher
You're his
up.
subordinate.
Yeah.
He feels comfortable calling you that.
And you have absolutely every right to be upset and feel unsafe and feel uncomfortable with that and report that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really just not acceptable. It's almost disgusting that he would say that, for one. That is disgusting. But also that other people are now trying to flip the story and say that they feel uncomfortable around you
because they think you'll twist their words. You don't have to twist the words to make it sound bad.
There were no words to be twisted. He called you a sexy rabbit.
Yeah, he said you were both sexy redheads.
Oh, not a sexy rabbit.
No. He said they were both sexy redheads. But, like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I understand why you went to HR, because you went to him first.
Yeah.
You said something to him. And he was like, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a compliment. He didn't take it seriously. So you went to somebody that was above him. I would personally stop working there.
Yeah.
But I don't know her situation. I don't know if she needs to stay at that job. She
like,
doesn't have another
can't.
job. Yeah, if she can't really leave. But I would personally not stay there, especially if you told somebody and they're still treating you like that and still calling you that.
And no one is there to help you.
Nobody's there to help you. Like, it's just a bunch of men that are calling you Jessica Rabbit. And they're not calling you that just because you have red hair and you look like a bunny.
Yeah.
Like,
or that you are obsessed in love with, love bunnies.
Bunny rabbits. But
yeah,
you're not the a-hole.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
get to them where they
not.
are.
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
This is getting juicy. I like
this. This is.
Definitely gonna have to keep doing this.
Let's see. Am I the a-hole threatening to kick my coworker/roommate for kissing my best friend?
Oh.
Interesting. Let's look a
threatening
little bit more.
To kick, as in like physically harm, or kick out?
I really don't know. Let's read. Around February, so this person is 23. I let my coworker Jaden. Oh, dropping names.
Dropping was not doing that. It's okay.
It's okay. Should I just say? Well, I already said it.
You already said the name.
Should I just say redacted with everything I say now, and we can edit that part out?
Sure.
Okay. We'll put the initials in instead.
Yeah.
So around February, I, 23, let my coworker Jay. We'll just say that because I don't think they're supposed to put names. 25 and his daughter Elle, 6, move in. So she's very young. We were coworkers and friends for 3 years, and he's always been so funny, smart, and cute. We became really close friends. Unfortunately, work decided they couldn't afford to keep everyone and have been making cuts, and Jay was basically forced to quit. I know he was really worried about his rent and everything, and my roommate was leaving, so I offered for him to stay with me while we worked out an agreement. We decided that while he's looking for a job, he'd deal with all the chores and errands and housework. It's honestly been amazing having him live with me. He's such a great cook, and Elle, his daughter, has actually been really well behaved and sweet. He's helped me out a lot, and I really enjoy being able to spend all this time with him. He has found some part-time work, but nothing that pays enough for him to live alone, so we've mostly kept our agreement, just with me doing more and him helping pay a little. My friends have come over quite a few times and obviously met him. Last weekend I had brunch. I had a brunch of my friends a bunch of my friends stay over. My brain was convincing that was brunch over and over again.
That's
Yum. Okay. I thought it went great. But the next day, Elle told me she saw Jay kiss my best friend. Oh, not the daughter exposing.
Wait. Okay, keep going.
I was really upset, and Jay...
Daughter exposing.
And I ended up arguing about it. I told him how betrayed I felt. He tried to say it was fine, that apparently that kiss wasn't intentional and didn't say anything because they didn't know what it meant. But it's still wrong. I'm doing so much only for him to do this to me. I got upset and told him that he will have to leave if he just wants to take advantage of my kindness, that I don't want to live with someone who betrays me like that. He was offended and just tried to act like it was no big deal and I was being crazy. He thinks I have no right to say anything about his love life, even though it's my best friend and I'm doing so much for him. Our talk didn't really work, but I did talk to my best friend and she agreed to back off. The last few days have been horrible, and he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. I've tried to talk again, but he now refuses to and has been really cold and told me that he'll move out as soon as he can. I don't think I've done anything wrong. It's his own fault. I want to work this out, but he shouldn't be going around kissing my friends. But the fighting has really upset Elle, his daughter, and obviously Jay thinks I'm an asshole a-hole, even if he's being selfish. Edit. I'm not jealous. This isn't about that. I'm not in love with him or anything. I'd know if I was. This is just about him betraying me, about him going behind my back. Clearly, everyone's the type to just hook up without caring about anyone else. There's way too many people, so respond to now. Like I've said, it's not about jealousy. I'm not in love with Jay. It's just rude and ungrateful to sneak around and do what he did.
Okay. I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You and Jay aren't dating, so what he does doesn't concern you.
Yeah.
I know she said that it's not jealousy, but it sounds like you like Jay and you thought you guys liked each other. He kisses your friend and you took offense to that because you like him. Mm-hmm. Because he's a grown man. Mm-hmm. Your best friend's a grown woman. Mm-hmm. It's like he's your roommate, but that doesn't... Just because he's your roommate and you're choosing to help him stay there, and you're choosing to let him stay there and you're choosing to help him and everything, that doesn't mean he needs to be celibate.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I mean?
That's true,
like,
because it's like if that was a big thing to you, I did not mean to interrupt.
No, you're absolutely fine.
If that was a big thing to you, I feel like that would have been addressed before he moved in, like kind of the ground rules. I mean, I can understand why she would be upset about it being her best friend, but still at the same time, it's like when you have a roommate, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you don't like him kissing your best friend shouldn't matter. Yeah.
I guess in my head. Like
yeah,
if
maybe
I have
there's
a roommate,
like some underlying feelings.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
you know?
It sounds like, because if I had a roommate and I let him stay over, because she literally said he was cute at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, she said he was cute and really sweet.
Yeah.
Like, if I had a roommate and I liked that roommate, and then my best friend came over and he kissed my best friend, but it's just, I'm not understanding her anger. Because if you don't like him, A, B, you haven't expressed that you like him, then...
So how would you know?
How would he know that that's wrong? Especially if you haven't had that conversation, and B... Just because he's your roommate and just because you're helping him out by letting him live there, him kissing your best friend doesn't mean he's taking advantage of your kindness. Yeah. You allowed him to live there. You invited your best friend. He might be interested in your best friend. I don't see a problem with that unless he's your ex or you are interested in him and you told him that and he said he's interested in you. Yeah. But other than that, I don't really see a problem with him kissing her best friend. So I don't think she's going to be able to fix the situation because the situation doesn't make any sense. You can't fix it unless you say that you were wrong. Yeah, like... Because he doesn't see a problem with it. And I honestly don't really either. Yeah. It sounds like jealousy. It sounds like she's jealous. Like, she liked him. She thought maybe something was going on between them, but they hadn't talked about anything. Since he kissed her best friend, she took that as, like, oh... Like, she took offense to that. There's no reason to take offense to that.
If it had been anyone else, if it wasn't her best friend, if she would still think it was, like, inappropriate of him to be, like, doing stuff like that in her home. Because it's like or if it was just because it was her best friend. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Is it because you don't want him doing stuff with people? Which also, he didn't have, like, I hate to say it, he didn't have sex with her best friend.
Yeah. He just kissed her.
Like, it was just a kiss.
Yeah. So. And to a lot of people, like, that a kiss really doesn't mean a lot.
It does. To some people, it really doesn't mean anything at all.
I mean, to me, it means a lot when you kiss someone, but and it does in particular situations. Like, if my boyfriend, for example, or I went to go kiss someone else that wasn't my boyfriend or my girlfriend, like, a kiss means a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're not dating anyone and...
You're just kind of feeling out the air, and you see somebody and you want to kiss them, and you both are consenting adults or consenting people.
Yeah. And you kiss and, move on. Like, if you like him, you like him. If you don't,
It's weird that she feels like he should have told her.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm sure he's very thankful that you're letting him live with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he's obviously very thankful. He's being a very nice roommate and everything. But you aren't his mother.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You chose to invite him into your home.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't want him hooking up with your friends, then
mm-hmm.
that should have been something that you let
specify.
Yeah, you should have said that from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Or because there's no, like I said, she's not going to be able to fix the situation because unless she changes her opinion, unless she's like, you know what, I did overreact, like that sounds like jealousy to me. So I am going to be honest, you are kind of the a-hole in this situation just because you kind of made a situation out of nothing.
Yeah.
And you're saying he's taking advantage of you. Like, you're painting him as this terrible person now because he kissed somebody.
Yeah, I would have to agree with everything you said.
Yeah, you guys don't have any, like, he doesn't have any, what's it called? Like, he doesn't owe you anything.
Yeah.
You guys aren't in a relationship. You guys aren't, like, talking up to a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He's just your friend.
Yeah.
If you like him, like, I'm not going to be, if I like somebody and I don't tell them that I like them, I'm not going to be mad that they go and kiss somebody.
Yeah, because it's like they have
didn't
absolutely
know.
no idea.
And even if you liked him and you told him and he didn't like you back, you still can't be mad if he was interested in your friend. Because he's, I mean, so you are the a-hole in this situation.
Hate to be what you say, the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are the a-hole in this situation because you did make a situation happen that didn't need to happen. Like, it was
LOL.
It was unnecessary.
Let's see. Do you want to pick one next? I think you had a lot of really
If I was
good
him, I'd move out,
input
though.
to say. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of have that feeling like, okay, obviously she doesn't want me to be here. Why am I going to be here? Like, I'm unwanted.
Because in my honest opinion, if she started acting like that just because I was showing interest in somebody else, I'd be like, okay, so did you only let me move in because you liked me?
Yeah.
Like, did you only let me move in because you had interest in me and because I've shown that I'm interested in somebody else? Now I can't live here anymore.
Yeah. Like, so, obviously, I don't know the way that she's feeling, but maybe subconsciously she really, like, maybe doesn't realize that she likes him. Yeah.
Because that's the only situation that's the only way I could somewhat understand her frustration, which not understand her frustration, because there's no reason to be mad at somebody just because they don't like you back. But
yeah. Because oh, sorry.
No,
I was going to say,
like,
I feel like if I was in that situation and I had someone stay with me, let's say, let's just say if I had someone stay with me just to be nice and out of the goodness of my own heart, and I had no, like, attraction towards them, and they went and kissed my best friend's single, and there's, like, no cheating going on, there's no nothing, I'd be like, cool, awesome, happy for you guys. Like, I don't really see, like you said, where the aggression is coming from.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
But yeah, and going to talk to her best friend and then being like, I talked to my best friend and she said she'd back off. Why does she need to back off?
Yeah, exactly.
No. He's single, she's single.
Yeah.
I mean, your best friend shouldn't have to back off from him because, like, it just sounds weird. Like, it just sounds like you don't want anybody to date him.
Yeah, and it's like, if you like him, just say that.
Yeah, but don't, like, come at it as if, like, he's being disrespectful and he's taking advantage of your kindness. Like, it's not at all.
Yeah.
Like, him taking advantage of your kindness, in my opinion, would be him trying to make moves on you.
Exactly, or not doing the things that you have asked, like helping out around the house or doing things like that.
If he's doing everything you want him to do and then he kisses somebody he's interested in,
and I'm sure that also affects the child, his daughter as well.
You made a situation really tense, and it didn't need to be tense.
Exactly. Man, that was definitely a good one. We're moving on to our last couple.
Am I the a-hole for ditching my friend's wedding after she removed me as a bridesmaid and wanted me to sub for the photographer?
Oh.
Let's hope I don't stutter. Okay. Isla,
Okay.
maybe, 26 female, was set to be a bridesmaid in my friend Deidre's 26 females wedding. Oh, we're not supposed to be saying names. Never mind. She had 5 bridesmaids in total, including me. We met in high school and moved back to our mutual hometown area a few years ago. I'm 6'1". Dang! I wish. Okay. I'm 6'1", and my nickname has always been Big Bird. While the other girls in Deidre are about 5'4" to 5'6" or so. I have a Nikon DSLR and have always liked to casually take pictures for my social media, which I did of all of us in the time leading up to the wedding. The day of the wedding, the paid photographer, Jenny, was on site at Deidre's massive church, but was sick. She said she'd eaten something that didn't agree with her and she could power through. And she'd done a COVID test, so it wasn't that. But ultimately, she had to leave. Shortly after, she left, and before we were supposed to head toward the sanctuary, Deidre asked me to walk around the perimeter of the church to make sure that the entrances were all labeled and that no one was lost. So I did that in my dress and tennis shoes and made it back in about 15 minutes. By the time I got back into the bridal suite, it was nearly time to head into the foyer. As I walked in, everyone was quiet and staring at me. Deidre's fiance, sister, Ashley, who hadn't been sure if she could make it to the wedding, was there as well. Deidre said that since Jenny was gone, they didn't have a wedding photographer. She wanted me to give my bridesmaid's dress to Ashley and take photos with my Nikon, since no one else wanted to, just to have pictures on their phone. Everybody swarmed me and started helping me out of my dress, pulling the rhinestones, combs out of my hair, and Deidre took back the bridesmaid gift of the matching Tiffany bracelet we were wearing during the wedding to put on Ashley. Everyone said that this was much better plan and started hyping up my photography skills. They were also saying this would be great because the wedding party would look uniform now. And the moms were saying that it would be great to include all the family girls as bridesmaids. Deidre said that I would be able to eat after everyone else and that she wasn't sure where Ashley had been sitting for dinner, but it wouldn't matter because I wouldn't need to sit down anyway.
Oh, Lord.
Gosh. I'm trying not to breathe hard, guys. I'm sorry. This was all very rushed, and I didn't have time to think, but I was immediately pretty hurt by the demand that I be responsible for not only the wedding photography for free, but that everyone was implying that I'd make pictures look weird if I was in them.
Yeah.
That I'd be okay with not having a seat or at all or the chance to eat. I told Deidre that I wasn't a professional photographer and that I didn't know what I was doing, but she just kept saying, "You'll do great, and I'm sure it'll be good," while everyone continued to get ready. I packed up all my stuff and said that I had to take it out to my car, then drove home. Am I the asshole?
I would say absolutely not.
No, because she shouldn't have made you the bridesmaid if she thought that it was going to be weird. Because, I mean, like 6'1" and 5'4" and 5'6", completely different heights.
Absolutely.
It would have looked different.
A little disproportionate as far as height.
It definitely would have looked disproportionate. But if she had that feeling, that should have been mentioned in the beginning.
Before she even asked you to be a bridesmaid.
Let you put on that bridesmaid's dress. Like, it's just, and you don't want to be mean because, like, it's her wedding.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're going to make somebody be a photographer, randomly be a photographer for your wedding, she's no longer going to be in any of the pictures.
True.
Like, this is her friend's wedding.
And
I think she said best friend.
Yeah.
And, like, she's not going to be in any of the pictures anymore. I want to make you happy, but you need to pay somebody to take those types of pictures.
Absolutely. And then it just kind of sucks because she was so, like, rushed into it, too. And it was, like, so just...
She didn't really have the opportunity to say no. And, like, you don't want to say no because of the situation that you're in. That's not really it's not like they were asking her, can you do it? It was, you need to do this because we would prefer you do this. It's like, you should have been told in advance that her sister might come to the wedding. So they might not need you to be one of the bridesmaids.
Exactly. Instead of being like, oh, she made it. By the way, we need your dress and we need your bridesmaid
gift. We need you to take off your dress.
gift.
We need you to take off the gift. We need you to take off the things out of your hair. and we need you to be the photographer.
Yeah, and then what if the photos don't come out
and then the way blame her.
Yeah, and they're like, oh my gosh, these photos are not my forever photos that I want. Because, like, to be fair, your wedding, that is a big day. You want the best photos captured. And she even said, she's like, yo, I am not a professional photographer. Like, just making that very clear. What if the photos don't come out the way that the bride wants them to?
And then they blame her because the photos are trash.
And it's like, she didn't even get really the opportunity to be like, hey, I don't want to do this. Like, she just thought she's going to be a bridesmaid.
And they weren't going to pay her. Like, they were expecting her to just do that for free. And I'm sorry, like, you don't have a place for her to sit. She may not get a chance to eat because when you're a wedding photographer, I've been to a wedding where there's been photography done because my cousin Adrian, she's a photographer, but she was taking pictures the entire time. Yeah. Like, it is a lot of work. People do not give photographers enough credit. Like, they are taking pictures the entire time because you want to get every special moment. The first bite of the food, the first cut of the cake. Like, you want to get all those special moments.
Yeah, exactly.
So the fact that she just immediately threw her in there and then wasn't expecting to pay her, it's just weird to me. Like, you weren't going to pay her, and then you also said that you won't need to sit down anyway, so we don't need to worry about you getting a seat.
Exactly, like that, and like her not getting the opportunity to like eat, and just like also by running around the entire time. Like, you're going to get tired, you're going to want to sit on your feet, and it's like you said, you won't even have the opportunity because you're trying to capture all of those moments.
And they're going to expect you to take a lot of pictures. Like, the amount of pictures that Adrian took at that wedding was a crap ton because, you know, photographers take a lot of photos. That's what they do. That is their job.
That's their literal job. That's what they're getting paid for.
So you should definitely pay somebody to do that. Yeah. And also, that's just like a really crappy thing to do. Like, I wouldn't do that to somebody, especially like you didn't let her know beforehand that this was a possibility that could happen, and you should have had I know it's difficult, but like, she shouldn't be the only other person. Like, you don't want pictures on your phones, but you didn't get a backup photographer. You don't have somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that sounds like a you problem.
Exactly. And like, I read it back, and I don't even think it said it was her best friend. It just said her friend.
Yeah. I'll take a couple pictures of y'all, but I'm not taking off this dress.
I'm not being your wedding photographer.
No.
And not wearing the dress that I guess they unanimously decided on.
Yeah, because I mean,
and a gift as well? Like, what?
What did she even change into? How did your sister fit into her dress? She's 6'1".
And they were rushing. Yeah, they were rushing to like take it off of her.
So her hair is probably a mess now because they were pulling the stuff out of her hair. Like,
I would just feel so like unwanted too, because it's like, oh, like it's almost like you're easily replaceable situation. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna replace you. And like, obviously, like, if you're just, you know, pretty good friends with someone and like your sister and you have a good relationship with your sister, you're gonna want to pick your sister over that person. But like you said, if there was any chance that your sister would have been there, like, you need to make that clarification beforehand before asking someone and like promising them, or you should have gotten an extra dress. And I know that could be kind of expensive, but like, your sister should have prepped or something, got an extra dress if like she was there, you know?
The fact that you didn't tell her that your sister was still going to try and make it is wrong. And the fact that you were just, like, your sister expected that girl to just take her dress off. Yeah. Like, I get it to your wedding and like, you purchased the bridesmaid dress. Not you. No, because I'm pretty sure the bridesmaids
usually purchase
like,
their own.
They just send a picture and then they buy something that looks like that. Yeah. But like, you shouldn't have expected, her sister shouldn't have expected to come there and immediately be able to snatch a dress off of somebody. Like, why wasn't your sister guaranteed to make it to your wedding? Yeah. Like, what was she doing?
Exactly.
'Cause I don't remember reading a reasoning.
I don't think so, unless we just missed that. But
I don't know.
I feel like we did a really good job about deep diving. Really talking about our different opinions. We'll definitely have to do another episode like this and kind of read through them all and then like pick.
Yeah, this was good. I really liked
interesting ones beforehand. But yeah, I love sharing my opinions, and it's okay if you guys don't agree with us. Like,
it's okay to be wrong. No, I'm kidding.
It's okay to have the wrong opinion.
Yeah, because if it's not ours, it's wrong. But I do think we need to talk about
it's our Southern coming out.
Yeah. We do need to talk about the proposing at weddings.
Yes.
I have a big opinion on that.
Like, other people proposing at your wedding?
Yes.
No.
Like,
if someone proposed at my... Oh, God. No. We got so passionate that the phone fell down.
The phone fell. Sorry, guys. But no, we're not doing that. Because guess what?
It's my wedding.
Oh, my gosh. It's my big day, not yours.
If someone proposed at my wedding, I would do something vicious. I don't know what, but it would be, no one would have a good day. No one would have a good day. No.
Because, okay, in my honest opinion,
that is your day.
That's my day. Why would you feel the need? Why do you think I paid all this money to have this beautiful, magnificent wedding, and I want you
the focus
to get on your knee and propose to your girlfriend? No. And if you ask me, I would say no. And I know
I object.
Sure there's one, am I the a-hole? And they were like, am I the a-hole for saying no to somebody proposing at my wedding? And it's like, it's my special day. It's my wedding. I paid for this. This day is about me. My family is here. No one's going to care about your proposal. I'm sorry. I hate to be selfish, but that's the day you get to be selfish.
Yeah, it's your wedding. It's your wedding day. You're the bride, you're the groom. You're never going to have another experience like that unless you get remarried. And it's but you're never going to have the experience with that person again like that. Exactly. That is just a special day.
Friends who want to do that for their friends and who are like I saw one video where this girl, she was about to throw her bouquet, and then she turned around and handed it to her best friend, and then he walked behind her and proposed, and that's cute and all, but it's my day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is my special day. You can have your special day.
I just
because
if
you do that at my wedding, I'm going to come to yours and I'm going to divorce whoever I'm with at yours.
I'm going to cause a scene.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the first bite of the cake while y'all are getting married. Exactly. And then someone's going to be like, who messed up our wedding cake? Yeah. And it's going to be me.
Because I think that's just so wrong. And
it is in so many ways.
I sort of kind of a little bit, tiny bit get it. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
It's cute. Love or whatever. But
you don't, the audacity that you would have to ask to interrupt someone else's wedding with your proposal is just weird.
That is very weird.
Because it's one of those questions where you're expecting the person you ask to say yes. Because when people ask you questions that they really want you to say yes, that's one of those types of questions. Can I propose to her at your wedding? It would be amazing. She'd be all beautiful and we get pictures. No.
Don't feel forced to say yes. Say no.
Say no, that's really sweet, but this day is for me.
It's for me.
And you guys are uninvited.
I was going to say, I revoked your invitation.
Exactly.
You can go on now.
Yeah. If you come in there with a ring, I'm going to have you escorted out of the building. Yeah. Because
no scurry.
It's just
scurry on.
It's just rude. I think that's very rude, and I think you're a terrible person if you try and do. No, I'm kidding. I think that's just a really crappy thing to do. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have your moment, but there's no real reason why you need to propose at somebody else's wedding. Because it's their big day.
Yeah.
Remember that you'll have your big day, and not everybody wants to be proposed to in public. Because it's awkward.
Yeah.
But. No, I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't support that.
I don't either. And I let me revoke my statement. I don't think I would be necessarily vicious towards someone, but I would be very heartbroken that someone would even ask me that question. Oh, you don't care enough about my big day, so you're gonna overshadow it with your
my
stuff.
Wedding is not important enough to you. You want to spice it up by doing your own little thing. No.
That's not going to fly.
You can get drunk and dance on the table before you propose at my wedding.
Oh my goodness, love it. And I feel last but not least, I know this episode's already kind of getting close to an hour.
Yeah.
And I do have a meeting coming up soon, so I'm going to have to scurry.
And I do have to pee.
And we are about to shart ourselves. But, and you don't have to edit that out if it's the truth.
I'm not going to edit it out. This is all good stuff.
Absolutely. Ned Fulmer.
Oh my gosh! Ned.
Ned. When we get passionate,
cheated on Ariel. Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys cheated on Ariel.
And it's confirmed.
The world is on fire. It's confirmed. It is confirmed.
The Try Guys posted
They
about
posted that Ned Fulmer, look at the screenshot. What did it say exactly? That
It
Ned
was
Fulmer
like-
was no longer going to be a part of the Try Guys.
Yeah, let me scroll back and see what it said.
Through an internal thorough review.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys. As a result of a thorough internal review, we do not see a path forward together. We thank you for your support as we navigate this change.
Oh my gosh.
And that is so crazy to me because, like you said, like he's always been big about his wife,
yes,
his kids,
he's
his
always
family.
been like, my wife, like, she's my wife, like, I love my wife.
She's my soul, she's my everything.
Like, she's the light in the stars, like, he's like, my wife. Like, Ned is literally known for saying my wife. Like,
yeah,
he
like,
is known
the
for
wife
Ariel
guy.
Fulmer.
Yeah.
And you cheated on her in a bar. And you
Yeah.
got caught on candid camera. 4K HD.
Like the clarity is up there.
Oh my gosh, 180p. Like, what did you do? I'm so.
Why do people? It is shocking to me that like he did that in a public space
exactly,
that. Like you're not known, like you're not recognized.
Like you're not famous. You're famous.
People know who you are. People know your face.
People know who you are. People know your face, and people know that you're not married. That the phone keeps falling. People know that you're married to a blonde-headed woman,
and you have 2 children.
Two children,
right?
Wes and something else.
Another child.
Something else. Sorry, Wes.
And another baby. Yeah, and I think it might have been
a
another
younger
boy,
baby.
but maybe it's a girl. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it's a younger baby.
And you guys have like a cookbook together. They have a cookbook.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, they have a cookbook.
I know they enjoyed cooking, but that is crazy.
Like, they literally have a cookbook together.
That is
is
so sad.
So they've always been talking about, like, are we gonna get a new Try Guy? And I just, like...
But it's crazy that the day has come, that they're actually having to think about that.
And I don't know if it was Alex that he was kissing. It was a girl with long brown hair. People think it's Alex, but I didn't hear anything about her. Like, I didn't hear that she would also be not on the channel anymore. But her fiance did apparently delete all of their pictures together.
Yeah, and
or
it's
did
like
she
if you're
delete
getting,
all their pictures?
I think, I'm not sure which person it was, but if you're getting married to someone, you are not going to wipe your Instagram of them.
No.
Like, not at all. So it's like, okay, that kind of is a valid theory.
Yeah. I was really hoping
not
that
confirmed,
it was
but
not true, but like the Try Guys literally confirmed it. And
Yeah.
I know that makes me... It's one of those situations where, like, I'm honestly really surprised. Like, I wasn't expecting him to do that.
It's so saddening, too, because it's like all of this is in the public space, the public eye, and, like, Ariel is having to go through that. And their children are going to look back and be like, oh, my gosh, like, Dad did this openly. And, like, they could probably Google search really quickly and look at a picture of their dad with another woman. That's not their mom.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It's heartbreaking.
Made their relationship so... I would be pissed. You've made our relationship so publicized.
Yeah.
You are always talking about me, always talking about how much you love me, and then you cheat on me in a bar.
Like,
with someone who obviously isn't me.
Yeah.
It's not like...
And potentially someone that he works with.
Potentially someone that he works
coworker.
with. A subordinate to him. I love that word.
Subordinate.
Like a potentially someone who works under him.
Yeah.
That's not good at all, Ned.
Not good. Not good. So it's been a very
eventful day.
Yeah. So, like we said, interact. Let us know what you think about things.
Yeah.
And these opinions. And yeah, that's just so
Which they are actually... My bad.
The table's falling.
I flipped the table. They are actually statements, not opinions.
Yeah, remember everything we said is factual.
But
no, not at all. But
this has been our 4th episode of Rowdy Rambles.
So good.
That's good every time.
Every time it hits.
We also didn't use the
Just a little
microphone
bit
this time.
differently.
I don't think we said that.
We have not been using the microphone because the last episode, I don't know if you guys noticed,
but it got a little bit quiet when some of us were talking, but
it got a little hectic.
It's okay. We'll get a new microphone that is big and gargantuan.
Back and better than ever. And we just want to say that October is coming up. Let's look at the date.
Season.
October is
right
coming
around the corner.
up. it starts on Saturdays, October 1st. But October 4th will be next Tuesday when we do our next episode. So expect some like Halloween-like episodes for the month of October. It's going to be pretty interesting.
And we've got a psychology exam. Test.
Ew. I'm sorry.
I tell you that my grandma got a pair of Hokas.
What? Really?
Yes.
Let me just, okay, first of all.
Sorry, guys. We said goodbye like 5
First of
minutes
all,
ago.
I don't hate psychology. I actually really like psychology, but the exams are very hard. Yes. Second of all, Hokas are worth it, and I love your grandma. I think she made the right decision.
I'm jealous. But yes, that is the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed.
And I hope you have a fabulous, terrific.
Hope you have a juicy, fantastic Halloween spoopy day.
Juicy.
Have a juicy day.
Have a juicy day.
Have a juicy
The
day.
juiciest it could possibly get.
Yeah.
The juicier, the better.
I thought somebody opened the door.
Bye, guys.